Very much hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel, Spiritual Stretch, where we go deep into the truth of who we are. So, today, what I want to bring in is staying grounded, being grounded. I see a lot of entrepreneurs who are taking in so much information. It's almost like information overload into always chasing and chasing and chasing. We could say the next shiny object. Having this idea of, okay, this one will give me what I need. This next step will help me see if I want to go this way or that way. That one will support me in creating what I want. Okay? And this is something that I used to do myself as well. Yes, there is that phase in the self development, the personal development space, where we take in a lot of information of leaders, of people who are doing what we want to be doing, people who have traversed through these depths of spaces. But then there must be a time to then simmer that information down. It's the same thing as if you just keep throwing things into the soup, but you never fully cook the flavors into it. And if you don't have the correct flavors, then you pretty much just have thrown together this and that. Okay, so the attention that I want to bring to here is the grounding down. Grounding into yourself what you know is true for you. Grounding all that information that you have been taking in and simmering down as to what is yours. Particularly, what is your information that you are here to take, that you're here to teach, that you're here to share? Because if you don't have the grounding, then it's the same thing as if you've been in Disneyland. You know, you can go here, you can go there. There's an attraction there, another attraction there, all this, that, whatnot. And at the end of the day, you're totally tired. And you're like, okay, I've been to Disneyland, but really, what did I take with me other than a few laughs and screams here and there? When it comes to that which you are here to do, when it comes to you sharing your purpose, when it comes to sharing your medicine, what is the thing that's yours? What is the essence that's yours? What is the heart of the teaching that is yours and only yours, and you do it only your way? Because when you find that within yourself, when you start to know, oh, this is what I'm here to bring. This is really where my communication aligns to where it is so easy that I don't ever have to think about it, that I don't have to prepare for weeks with what to say, where your whole body is so comfortable in teaching what you're teaching and creating what you're creating. And you know what I'm talking about, the medicine that you bring into the world, your purpose of what you bring into the world. When you know the essence of that, then you are that. Then you are that even if you're woken up at 3 in the morning. You are that if you're in the middle of any situation and somebody says, okay, what is it that you bring? You are that because you carry that, you have grounded that information into you, and therefore it is through you. This information is through you because it's yours. Okay? Now, why is this important also, other than you being able to speak to what you're here to do? This is also important when you are in this distracting world. If you open up Facebook, if you open up Instagram, YouTube, any of that, even if you're trying to go and do one thing, there will be at least 15 things that will be thrown at you, right? I'm sure you've experienced this, because I've experienced this many times. Oh, I'm going to do this one thing, and 20 minutes later, I'm like, whoa, what just happened? I just looked at this and looked at that. And I don't like to leave myself in front of social media too long, other than sharing what I'm here to share. So it's important then that you know where you are walking. right? Your space, your right now moment where your heartbeat is. Because then when the distractions come in, you will notice the shifts much quicker. Because when a new information comes into your space, and especially if this information is not exactly useful for you, you will start to feel a shift in your body. You will start to feel an energetic shift that is heavier, that is denser than what yours was before. You will start to feel your mind splitting in many ways, your focus now being pulled away from what you are here to do. Okay? And this is so important. This is so important because this is where we lose time. This is where we lose energy. This is where wonderful and beautiful visionaries still don't have their teachings out in the world because they've been ripped 100 ways. Okay? And who is managing your attention? Yourself. Nobody else. There isn't another being other than you that manages and chooses where to focus your attention. Okay? That's really powerful. I'd like you to really take that in, that you have been given that co-creative power, that where you choose to put your attention, where you choose to put your focus, and you choosing to walk on the path of that focus day after day after day after day, because this is who you are, because the information that comes through you is who you are, because the information that comes through you is yours to put it out into the world. It is you who chooses to put your attention to that. And it is you who chooses to walk on that. So it is imperative then we know what it is that pulls us outside of that focus. It is imperative to know how to keep your focus. It is imperative to know for you to guard your focus. Because your focus is your embodiment line to bring your gifts into this world. Okay? It is not practicing it 10 times. It is not affirming to yourself every morning. It is not taking a cold shower. It is knowing you, where you are, what you're bringing to, and what you choose to do every moment, and you be the authority of your focus and of your actions. Okay? And the wonderful thing is, even if you're pulled out here and there so many ways, maybe you have multiple people in your family who want your attention, you always returning to your truth will create, what do I call this? This is one of the beautiful self-development that happens. You're not even doing it, you're participating. But what happens is you will learn to live your life simply from your truth. And regardless who stands in front of you, you will speak from your truth. So your family members, or if you have a lot of people that you deal with every day, they're not going to be distractions, somebody who pulls you out of your truth, but they are actually going to be the person who helps to stay who you are, because you're learning yourself and you relate from that space. So when you see person A, you will know, here's my truth, and I'm relating to person A like this. So this is the relationship that I carry with person A. Person B comes in. You're like, okay, this is my truth. This is my relationship with person B. So I am showing up into this space with person B on this space. But it always comes from your truth. Okay? This is how we change our lives. This is how we change our relationships. I could say that this is also a relationship coaching. It's not about what somebody else says. It's not about how somebody else did that. It's never about somebody else. It is always about you. Okay? And this is not the selfish, it's all me. It is you are the starting point. And it's so interesting that we can teach this in humanity over and over. And throughout thousands of years, we're so used to reacting to our environment through what we see, is that we get pulled out in a second. So, I will just bring it back. Always. It's you. Where are you? Know where you are. Know what you're bringing through, what you stand for, what your truth is, and keep walking in that. Keep walking in that. Keep showing up as that. Keep speaking that. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. If your truth is your truth, then you keep saying that. Because that is then how you create that ripple, that energetic ripple, that consciousness changing ripple that you yourself put into the world, because that co-creative power has been given to you. So don't you want to use that magic wand to your benefit and the world's benefit? Or do you want to use the magic wand like this? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I made my point. And we're 11 minutes in. I feel complete with this. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back next week with more information. And if you say, yes, but this is so difficult to do, I try to do it, and I try to meditate every morning for 20 minutes, and it's still because this person pulls me out, then I invite you into my challenge where we are going to stabilize this within you. We're going to go through 5 days to stabilize this knowing within you so you can stay grounded. So go ahead, check out the link in the description or in the comments where you can sign up. This is free for you. Give yourself the chance. Yeah? Because life does feel so much better, so much more grounded, so much safer, so much easier to expand, so much more confident, so much more knowing when you are grounded in the truth of you.